Hello, folks, and good afternoon to you. This is our week in review, and this weekend Pastor Merino spoke to us about spiritual warfare. But tell us, what was the sermon about this weekend, Pastor?
Well, the sermon, Chad, was called The Full Armor of God. There are 6 pieces to the armor, and this past week we talked about the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, and the shoes of peace. Now, the kind of interesting thing about this, those 3 pieces of the armor you already have. If you look in the Bible, it kind of indicates that you already have those in your faith as a Christian. The other 3, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, those you have to be kind of active, and you kind of have to learn how to use them. And that's what we're going to talk about next week.
Ooh, cool.
We had a lot of discussion about it.
Yeah, I love it. That's the shoes of peace. I've always been kind of attracted to that idea. I don't know, do those look like peaceful shoes to you?
Okay, folks, see, with these shoes, we know that this man is going to walk on peaceful paths, right?
I couldn't be at the sermon this weekend. We had our Luther Haven retreat, our annual confirmation retreat, which was awesome. A great start to our confirmation year. We have refuel going on this week. It started last week. It's not too late, folks. If you still want to get in classes, just come this week. Pastor Merino and Deacon Don are doing a very interesting class called Making a Christ-Like Difference, bringing in area leaders. And who's coming in this week and next week, Pastor?
Last week we had our good friend, Mr. Fopple, Clint Fopple. He's a great guy from Remedy Live, doing great things with young people. Yeah. This week, tonight, we're going to have Pastor Keller from New Life, Jim Keller. Great missionary, going to tell us what God's been doing among the Burmese. Next week, we'll have some people from a place called Crime Victim Care. They're based here in Fort Wayne, and they are doing great things, helping us understand and advocating for those who have suffered in human trafficking. Very serious issues, stuff that's going on right here in our town. And man, I really hope you can come, because this is something we have to get our eyes open to.
Yeah, folks, come out to one of them. You don't have to go to the whole series, but if you can make even just one, well worth it. I'm so glad we're talking about how can we, Holy Cross, be a part of doing mission in our city, in our community, especially in our real local 46805 community. It's very, very, very exciting to see. Pastor, people are in their work week now. They might be watching this on their computer at work. Hopefully you don't get fired for that. But what can they be thinking about this week as we really ingest the sermon and think about the armor of God? What can they be thinking about?
Yeah, a lot of people ask me that. Here's what I'm going to tell you. What I would say is, first of all, thank God today that you're already wearing the belt of truth. You're already wearing the breastplate of righteousness. Christ does cover us. And thirdly, you've already got the shoes of peace on. You've already got them. You don't have to learn how to use them. But, like I said, this coming weekend, we're going to talk about those 3 other pieces, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit. And I would love for you to read on in Ephesians 6 and think about what God is telling you. God bless you.
God bless you guys. Have a great week. We'll see you this weekend.